Hello, my name is Toby Paik, and today is a very special day because I realized that it's been approximately 52 days and 13 hours since I got my last haircut. Should have gotten a buzz cut before all this quarantine and lockdown happened. I hope everyone else is staying safe and healthy. I'm slowly losing my mind. I'm very upset because my hair is all over the place. So I decided to calm myself by getting a new guitar. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so here's the official ESP hard case. Extremely excited to open this up. I'm not ready for this, but are you ready for this? That looks absolutely amazing. Just stunning. It's got the snake inlay on the 12th fret, the official ESP logo here. And they gave me a t-shirt for joining the ESP family, I suppose. Since 1975. I'll probably wear that and snap a shot for Insta later on. ESP. This, I'm assuming, is the COA, Certificate of Authenticity. Got the James Hetfield signature there. Yeah, that looks just incredible. Can't really tell if it's substantially bigger compared to my normal LTD Snakebyte. Just take this out. My first ever baritone guitar, that sounds deep. This is the battery compartment for the 9-volt battery for the active pickups. Solid black back through the neck and headstock. Love it. Okay. Got the case candies here. Not really sure why there's a Schecter custom shop sticker that's included, but got a bunch of stickers. As you guys know already, I love stickers. Another Schecter sticker, okay. Drum City Guitarland, thank you very much. This is probably the receipt. Thank you very much. Shout out to Drum City Guitarland. Another 45th anniversary ESP sticker, love it. Warwick. Looks like they just included a bunch of stickers. Ernie Ball, which I absolutely don't mind. Oh, they were kind enough to include some picks. They asked me which picks I use, and they actually were kind enough to include a Kirk Hammett guitar pick. That's a cool tin. Did not expect that. Thank you very much. That's awesome. That's amazing. Bunch of Fishman picks as well. Orange amps. Never used any of these. Drum City Guitarland pick. Brilliant. ESP. The ESP cloth so I can clean my guitar. Another sticker. So here it is side by side with my LTD Snakebyte. The length is substantially longer with a baritone. I can definitely tell the difference. Okay, so here's a side-by-side comparison with my standard LTD Snakebyte here on the right side. It's very subtle, but the baritone is slightly longer. Can't exactly tell if the body is slightly larger than the standard. When I hold it though, it definitely feels wider for some reason. Maybe it's just like a placebo thing, but when you actually play the baritone, when you actually hold it in your hand, the frets feel much more wider and further apart, but that kind of gets used to very quickly. It's kind of like driving a pickup van and then switching to a larger truck, like a lorry truck, but you get used to it fairly quickly. It's not as uncomfortable as I thought it would be. Definitely still love the flame here, the purple flame, can't get over that still. My personal notable difference regarding an LTD and an ESP is, well, visually I can see the reflection from the pearls, from the fret inlays, like the snake inlay and the dots here. These are like more pearly, whereas this is just kind of flat, doesn't sort of reflect, it's not as pretty. Other than that, obviously this is a slightly heavier, but not too much heavier. It's not like a Gibson Les Paul Custom heavy, but definitely a little bit more heavier than the standard. Other than that, I can't really feel a noticeable difference, like the hardware or like the wood. I mean, obviously the design here is different, but the feel-wise, I can't tell whether it's like a substantially more pricier guitar compared to the LTD. When I actually play it though, when I actually run my hands through the neck and actually sort of go about playing it, definitely feels much more solid and more smoother, sort of like hands move around like butter, and it just sort of responds so much well with how the pressure of the strings. The one thing I didn't like about the LTD Snakebite is the nut. If you can see here, didn't really like it, especially when drop tuning. It's sort of it's a little finicky. Whereas this one here, I don't even know what to call this. Is it like a bone nut or something? But it's definitely a different nut compared to the LTD. And these nuts feel so much more better without making it sound weird. Yeah, just the neck feels so much more better in general. The fret work seems much more professionally done compared to the LTD version. That's about it. Like the body, not too much difference. I'm sure they used a slightly better aged wood or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, that's about it. Both great guitars. I might even upgrade my standard Snakebite into an ESP because I love this guitar so much already. But there we go. So there we go. I am holding it in my hands now, and I can definitely feel that it's a lot more longer and a little bit more larger than my LTD Snakebite, the white one that I have. Couldn't really tell the difference on when I opened up the case, but it's substantially more bigger in general as I hold it in my hand. Before I plug it in and do a brief sound testing, first things first, it's time to sniff the guitar. I am quite surprised because out of all the guitars that I've previously owned, this has no smell whatsoever. I'm a little shocked. I'm not even sure if I'm disappointed or not, but can you smell it? Once again, it looks amazing. I don't think it does much justice with the current lighting because you can barely see it, but the purple flame is just remarkable. It's beautiful. One little thing that I've noticed that kind of bums me out is when I opened up the case, the ESP logo here, it was half out, if you know what I mean. So I'm not sure whether they're supposed to glue it on usually, but this was popped out like half, like by half an inch. So I had to like just push it down in again. I'm not sure. This is my first ESP guitar ever. Does anyone else have experience with this? Because I'm not sure, but nonetheless, I'm a little bummed out that these just kind of like fall apart. I would be very disappointed, however, if the whole guitar started falling apart one by one, like a biscuit, as I play it. That would, well, that would be a scam, wouldn't it? Anyway, let me plug this in. I'm not even sure what tuning this is in. It's very low. Is it like a C standard or something? I'm not even sure. We'll find out. I'll tune it and find out. It's a little bit out of tune, but I won't ask for the manager for that one. I can live with it. Okay, so the guitar is tuned. It's in B standard. One thing I noticed though, I was very confused. I almost lost my mind. But the volume knobs and with the pickup selectors, they are switched around compared to my white LTD Snakebyte. So this is the neck position right now on the toggle switch, and the volume on the top, which controls the volume with the top toggle, doesn't work. So it's flipped around. So you have to turn the knob on the bottom in order to make it work with the neck pickup. Does that make sense? I doubt this is a mistake from ESP. He usually plays on the bridge position, and he does all the swells or volume controls on the tops. So that's just much more quicker and convenient, just closer to where he plays. So, does that make sense? But yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to that because that's totally the opposite of my white LTD Snakebyte, along with most of the guitars that I've tried out. But I'm gonna get used to that, and I think that's a pretty cool error, if it even is an error. I don't think it's an error, but I think it's just the specific spec of how James Hetfield wanted it. So I'm just gonna plug it in, play clean with some chorus on it, because James Hetfield plays with chorus usually, most of the times when it's clean. Go from the neck, middle, to bridge. So here we go. Okay, so this is going to be distorted. Going to go through the same thing, neck, middle, bridge position. I'm using a Line 6 HX Stomp. It's a Mesa Boogie amp modular with a tube screamer. Okay, so there you have it. The ESP Japan Snakebyte Baritone Purple Sunburst. Do I like it? I don't know about you, never mind my playing, but I think it sounds absolutely amazing. And is it an asset or a liability? Even though I had to sell someone's cat, and I might have to sell one of my kidneys, busted my bank, I think definitely an asset. So I'm gonna keep. Very much looking forward to playing on my covers and stuff with this guitar, see what I can do with it. And that's about it. Hope you guys stay safe and healthy and awesome. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.